Hello and welcome to this demo of WinDriver PCI. WinDriver is a toolkit for developing custom drivers for any USB or PCI device. It is cross-platform, which means that a single driver codebase supports all desktop versions of Windows, Windows CE, and Linux. In this demo, you'll see how WinDriver generates a PCI device driver within minutes and without requiring that you have any knowledge of the operating system. Generating code for a new driver begins with the New Host Driver Project button. WinDriver automatically detects all plug-and-play devices attached to the machine. The first step is to select the device for which the driver is intended. By clicking on the Generate INF File button, it is possible to see and modify the device's information and to choose to have WinDriver install the INF file automatically by checking the box at the bottom. Then you name the INF file. All the hardware's resources can now be accessed to make sure it's working properly before moving on to the code generation. Note that the information is hardware specific, so it's advisable to ensure that all the device data matches the hardware specifications. The PCI configuration space appears in the left pane. Enter a new value for the bar 2 register, for example, and then click Write. As you can see, the value has changed. You can also restore the original value if you need to. To access the device's I/O and memory ranges, select a bar, set the offset in size, and after clicking Read, you will see the received data. It is also possible to define new registers, to add an access register to bar 0. Select Add Access Register and edit the register information. Now you can read and write this register using the Read-Write Register button. Handling interrupts is easy. Simply select an interrupt resource and edit it. First, define transfer commands that will read the interrupt status and clear it. Then use the register you created earlier and set a value for the interrupt clear command. Now you can start listening to the interrupt. Keep in mind that before attempting to listen to level-sensitive interrupts, such as PCI interrupts, you must define the hardware-specific commands for clearing the interrupt. After verifying that the device is working correctly, you move on to the code generation. WinDriver supports code generation for a wide range of development environments. We'll choose MS Developer Studio .NET 2008, for example. Next, you name the project and click Save. You will see a list of all the files created for the project. After the code has been compiled, you can continue communicating with the hardware in console mode. Note that the device has been identified and can be accessed using this diagnostic utility menu. The console application offers the same hardware access options as the GUI. So, for example, it's possible to read and write memory and I/O ranges by selecting option number 3. Now go ahead and exit the application. The driver code that has been generated contains APIs that can be used to implement the PCI functionality. These are defined and documented in the header file. You now have a basic driver which can be used as a foundation for a new application or integrated into an existing one. The driver is WHQL ready and can be distributed royalty-free. Thank you for watching. Feel free to download a fully featured trial version of WinDriver from our website at jungo.com. If you have any questions, please contact our sales and support team.